G'day guys, welcome back to Brad Plays Everything. We've got a little bit of a new setup here. Let me know how you go in the comments below, and I'll keep it up if it works. Sparc on PSVR. What a game! It's just come out yesterday, August 29th, and I don't know, I'm loving it. Everyone I've played against is loving it, and it's what we were waiting for on PSVR as far as I'm concerned. A multiplayer PvP game, 1v1. There's no waiting around for games. Just on launch day, straight away on launch, there was pretty much a game to find in every lobby almost. There's a few different modes, and the action is intense. The pace is brilliant. Check out some of the gameplay here. I mean, there's
sweaty business.
the basic premise of it is you got a ball and you're throwing a ball to each other. When you catch that ball, it can become a shield. That shield only has one use. When you want to recharge that shield, you have to throw the ball again over the fault line and make it a fair ball. And then when that ball comes back, it'll charge again as a shield. So when you don't have your shield, you've got a couple of little tools. You've got knuckles on the beginner mode, where you can actually punch the ball away as well. So give you a couple extra weapons. But on the advanced mode is where it's at really, because all you've got is that shield. So as soon as you lose that shield and you throw the ball, then you're opening yourself up, and you've got to duck and weave and dodge and move to get right out of there. So it is a very exciting game. It's sort of like Super Hot where it gets you going, but it gets you puffed out too. Super Hot I found was really, sort of slow and laboured movements. This is real fast paced, like you're playing tennis or ping pong or something. So do your stretches first, guys, and make sure you have a bit of fun out there too. There is a strike sort of mode, not mode, but a strike bonus. So if you do hit the ball in the strike zone, past the player, there's a very clear strike zone that takes you through in the tutorial. Then you do get a strike against that player. That strike counts towards the ball getting slightly bigger and slightly quicker. So if the rally's going on longer and longer and no one's scoring a goal, chances are you're probably scoring strikes. And you'll get quicker and quicker balls. You can bounce them off the walls and just go nuts. The main aim of the game to get a goal is to hit the other player. So that being said, that's how we play it. How does it rate? How much fun is it? I tell you what, I can't get off it. My arms are aching. My legs are aching. I was playing last night for about, I wanted to play 2 or 3 matches before I head to bed. I ended up playing for about an hour and a half in advanced mode, and we played match after match of 3-round matches. And towards the end of a 3-round match in advanced mode, there's no time limits, so you get just get puffed out, man. It's really a fun, good way to exercise. It is a sport. It is a V-sport. It's definitely what they've advertised as well. And I don't know, I can't go past it. So it uses 2 move controllers. Keep that in mind, guys. That's each of your hands. There's no way to play with dual shock. You do want to play standing when playing this. I don't think you want to play sitting. You'll just be losing out on a little bit of movement that you can do.
Bang, got you.
Some of the issues that I've found with the game, we've talked about how much fun I've had, and you've seen a lot of the footage here. I have had a couple of issues with it. One being trophies. There's only like 8 trophies, and there's no platinum. Now, this seems like quite a big game that could have a lot of an online presence, a lot of challenges to do. It might be a small gripe, but coming after Archangel only having 6 trophies and then having only a few more in such a big release like this, a little bit disappointing. One of the other things is that I can't find a statistics leaderboard anywhere for my player stats. So a competitive game like this, I want to see my wins and losses, and maybe my ratio, much like a KDR or something. I want to see some stats around strikes, some stats around average throws or something. There's probably a little bit of potential there that may be being worked on, or maybe they've missed it, I'm not sure. I have sent them feedback around that. I'm hoping the CCP will take note of that. Speaking of CCP, I want to thank Thomas and George from CCP for pulling through with the code for me. I know I probably hassled you guys for about a month, but this was an exciting release for everyone, so I wanted to make sure that we had some good gameplay ready for release date. Now, in the arenas, you can chat with everyone else in the arena, so if you're a spectator or a player, everyone can hear everyone. So it does make for a bit of fun. You can sort of read the guys that are playing, have a little bit of go with them. You can lean right over and have a look at them and get your face right into the action, and that's a bit distracting when you're playing. So there's a lot of potential for some really cool, fun times to be had with mates and competitive times alike as well. I guess I should mention the one other thing that I don't think it's a con. I think it's just something that may be built on. When you enter an arena, it seems to be 4 maximum people in a lobby, which is good. All you need is 2 people to play the game, right? But it's almost like I'd like to be able to see another game going on. So you can watch one game and there's 2 of you watching. I'd almost like a few people around and a couple of games or something. But maybe I'm just getting a little bit too... I didn't even know I wanted this game. Now I want so much more out of it. I mean, we've just got it, so I better be thankful for that for starters, hey? I think this game's going to live on throughout PSVR for a while. I think the fact that having 1v1 online is a big bonus for the online multiplayer space for PSVR. It's going to make sure that people can keep playing no matter what time of day it is, really, and no matter what region you're in. So that's a really, really exciting development for multiplayer PSVR gaming. I think the competitive nature of it, and I must say PSVR Frank is sort of organising a bit of a competition. I would like to see a lot more of these competitions in the future because that's where it's at. You know, if you can get some points up on the board against somebody here and there, if it's imaginary leaderboard or elsewhere, or if we can create some in-game tournaments at some point, CCP, I don't know, that would all be great. But yeah, it's amazing potential, amazing fun game at the moment as well. It's 45 Australian. I think that makes it what am I talking about, 60 US? I think it must be $29.95 US. I'm not sure on the price. I'll link them down below anyway. I'm sorry I didn't do the research. I've literally been playing this game for 24 to 48 hours. So I just wanted to get some gameplay together, try out this little green screen type thing here, see if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments, like I said before. I'll leave my PSN ID in the comments if anyone does want to play me. You'll probably beat me. I've not been that good. I've got a lot to work out on my throw technique. I'm sort of doing this one now, sort of trying to pitch like a baseball. You can bowl it like a cricketer and get some spin on the ball. There's a lot of different techniques that you can use, so I'm exploring those techniques at the moment. World on Wire, PlayStation VR, a good YouTube friend of mine and also lives around the corner, he actually hit the world record, the top score of the challenge mode today. So there is some challenge modes in there as well I didn't mention. I'm sort of scooting around all over the place with this one. I haven't written anything down. Like I said, this is pure excitement. So the challenge modes are basically a little bit of target practice and dodging the balls off things here and there. They are quite fun and especially challenging to try and beat the leaderboards, but once they start to get some really good times up there, it's going to be no hope for me, guys. The other modes I should talk about as well was just basically there's a normal brawl, a basic brawl, which is 1v1. It's first to 4 goals. Oh no, it's unlimited goals. It's first 3. Okay. So basic brawl is unlimited goals. It's a 3-minute timed round, and it's just the one round. When you look at, and you've also got the knuckle dusters, like I said as well, so you can punch that thing out of the way. When you look at the advanced brawls, now that is 3 rounds and first to 4 goals in each round. So they can last a lot longer, those games. And we had some rallies last night when I was playing advanced. I got up to 8 strikes at one point, so the ball was just flying around. The guy was still defending it. But yeah, definitely a lot of different tactics to learn in advance because you won't be able to punch anything. You have to use a shield the whole time. Obviously, I mentioned before, you can't use a shield if you don't have a charged up ball. So it gets pretty intense. It gets very intense. I think that's really all you need to know. There's an experimental level as well, which I didn't get to play, that sort of tilts the whole arena on its side. It looks a bit scary, but we'll get into that a little bit more. Look, the character customization is great. There's a lot you can do in the game. I think, yeah, it's going to be one to live on for PSVR in the years to come. Given that we don't have a tournament mode, we don't have a couple of little fleshed out sort of things with leaderboards and stats, I am dropping it down to a 7, but I think this is more like an 8.5 to 9 out of 10, just based on pure fun. But yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 at the moment. It's early days, and I want to see some more Rocket League sort of customization come in. Maybe some down the track, when it's St. Paddy's Day, we get a St. Paddy's uniform. Things like that, you know. Anything that CCP bring in to just keep the community going will really, really assist this to keep a foothold in the PSVR online space. So thanks for watching, guys, as always. Make sure you like and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the green screen, and if I just waffled too much this time, because I'm actually more excited about getting this going and making sure that you guys hear how excited this game is than writing down structure, unfortunately, today. So I'm sorry about that. If you have feedback about that, please let me know. But this is pure excitement, guys. Get out there. I want to see you in the arena playing PSVR, playing Sparc in PSVR. I've run into PSVR Frank. I've run into World on Wire VR. Everyone's playing it. So get out there and have a good look. Thank you, CCP, for a great game. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Hit subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.